Imagine being the first man in your town to drive a car while everyone else had horses. That feeling of pride, success, status. You get all the women because everyone in the community loves you, everyone wants to be your mate. You're being invited out with the top dogs. Life would be pretty sick, wouldn't it? Being ahead when it comes to technology is always beneficial. It always gives you an edge. There is no drawback to this. And you don't need to reinvent the wheel or invent the latest transport. In fact, you don't need to invent anything. You are in a world in 2023 where everything is easy. This morning, I went on my phone. I ordered 2 iced Americanos, and within 15 minutes, there was a guy at my door holding my iced coffee. Right now, I'm in Koh Samui, Thailand, and 30 years ago, my stepdad was on this island. He remembers the dirt tracks, the jungles, the hut villages, the Thai people who've barely even seen a foreigner or a white face before. Back then, if he wanted to speak to his friends or family back home, then it would have been a postcard job. And that would have taken days, weeks, if it even made it back to England. But me, I go FaceTime, and within seconds, I'm talking to someone face to face on the other side of the world. Look, technology is here to help us in our lives. I don't need to tell you that. In the recent months, we've seen the whole internet explode with artificial intelligence since ChatGPT. And since that sort of was released, a whole range of AI tools just sort of appeared out of nowhere, didn't they? Tools like Midjourney, DALL-E, Tome, Be Human, all of these are here to make not only your life easier, but to give you thousands and thousands of ways for you to make a lot of money online. Look, today's video is not just a video about a list of AI tools to use and a title that says how to make money, okay? This is so much more. I'm going to outline the exact 4-step process you need to take in order to go from not really understanding AI or the tools that are available to you to potentially having paying clients where you're working online. You can work remote, you can live in Koh Samui, Thailand, or Bali, or wherever you want. Look, this is your next step if you're wanting to make money online. AI is here to stay and it's here to help you. Look, just before we get into it, you might be thinking that you have to be a tech wizard or a genius to get onto these tools and to navigate them successfully. Look, you don't. I can use them. I'm a fucking idiot, all right? You can use them, they're very intuitive, so let's get into it. Step 1 is looking at businesses or industries that are popular. And what I mean by this is that they are not only making a lot of money, but they are also growing. Don't go for businesses like restaurants, gyms, car dealerships, estate agents, because the real fortunes that are going to be made in those industries have already been made. So look for businesses that are growing businesses, particularly online businesses. Look, what business models are growing and making a lot of money and will continue to grow for a long time in the online business space? You've got dropshipping, you've got SMMA, you've got course creators, you've got YouTubers. Like, these are all potential markets to help with your services. Now, don't be like me. I've made the mistake of trying to be that superhero, of being like, oh, this business, I could help them get off the ground. You can't do this in business. It's just not worth your time, as nice as it would be. I've helped people with no business offer, no traction, no case studies, nothing. But ultimately, that's not your job. You cannot run 2 businesses at once. You cannot grow your own as well as someone else's, which is why it's so important for you to choose business models that are already established. They're already making a lot of money. They're growing year on year as well. These are the companies that you want to work with. So step 1 is to find businesses in industries that are making money and that are growing. Step 2 is to look at the problems and inefficiencies of those businesses. Now, back when I first started my agency, I was stubborn. I still am, but I now recognize the difference between being stubborn and being a fucking idiot. And back then, I wasted 18 months because of my stubbornness. I wasted so much of my time trying to curate this offer, this irresistible, maximum value, blow everyone else out the water offer. Look, I was looking at other agencies, scouting at what other people were doing, trying to find the best way or show the market something it had never seen before. This was going to be the Sunday dinner of offers with all the trimmings. I was looking at the fancy apartments, I was looking at G-Wagons because I was so confident in this that it was just gonna blow up like that. No questions asked, not a single doubt in my mind. And what happened? Fucking flopped hard. Dead in the water, like Finding Nemo's mum, just dead, okay? And it was down to my stubbornness. I was convinced that I had the best offer. I had created this offer that was going to make me millions and millions. But the reality is, I don't decide the value of my offer. The market decides the value of my offer. And that was an important lesson, and this is one of the key things I want to teach you. And this is why I'm including this as step 2, because looking at the problems and inefficiencies of these existing businesses means that you're actually creating an offer that serves a purpose, as opposed to what I did, which wasn't that. And there are 2 key ways to find these problems and inefficiencies of the business model you've chose. First of all is to look at high-level entrepreneurs in that industry and look at their podcasts, look at their interviews, who are they speaking to, what are they talking about. You'll get a good idea of the ins and outs of the business models just from these. And secondly, which is more of a fast track actually, is to speak to business owners. Speak to people who run these businesses and ask them in a very honest way, look, I'm not trying to sell you. I'm creating this, I'm doing this research into social media marketing, and I'd love to know like what bottlenecks you're looking at the moment. Yes, you will have some people who think you're trying to sell them, but if you frame this solely as just you are doing market research, then some people will give you the answers that you are looking for. And a key thing here in step 2 is don't just look at the current problems and inefficiencies, but look at the future ones as well. Because further down the line in step 4, when we're creating this offer, if you can solve future problems for businesses, that makes your service so valuable, because you're already thinking ahead, you're predicting what might potentially go wrong, and you're already solving it. And that will put you ahead of your competition. So now you've got your long list of problems and inefficiencies, current and future. Now we start to bring in AI in step 3. Step 3 is actually using your brain to figure out solutions to all of these using AI. And first of all, in order to solve all of these lists of problems that you now have, you need to have a good understanding of AI, okay? And because I am such a legend, I have put link in the description, most of the popular AI tools. I think there's 20 something tools, all covering a range of ways that AI can help you in terms of your services. So go have a look through that. Just get used to working with AI, because you'll get a great understanding of not only how it can help you, but how it will help your future clients. So now you know the tools that you can use. Now it's time to start connecting problems to solutions. So that list of problems, you should be able to think of not just one, but multiple solutions per problem that you put down on that list. Now we are on to step 4, which I won't lie is where most people fuck up, okay? This is getting your offer out to the market correctly. Now let's say from your list you have 20 potential solutions, okay? What you want to do is reframe the solutions as the service or the strategy to the result that they get. What result does your client actually want? Because your clients don't care about the tools or the tactics that you're using in order to get them there. They just care about where you're getting them to, okay? Now for me, I wouldn't frame my offer as multi-level sales funnels and automated email marketing. That sounds boring as shit. I frame it as an automated profit system for YouTubers. That's better, that's what people want. Oh, automated profit system, yeah, I want that. The main ones include making more money, gaining status, making life easier, or getting fitter. Now have a play around with each solution and think about how you're going to frame this, okay? Just realised I went like that. Oh, Bill, what are you doing? For example, video editing for clients using AI would make their lives easier because they don't have to do the work. It would gain them status because now that you are helping their videos become better quality, therefore they're growing their presence, and you could be making them more money because they've got a larger audience, they're selling to more people. So that's 3 things that you've ticked off as opposed to just saying video editing. Now it's time to get your offers to the market, okay? Now, this starts with outreach, which basically involves you messaging on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, platforms like this, and you will be messaging your target market, your ideal client that we covered in step 1, those business owners who are looking, who have these problems, who are looking for these solutions. You are going to be messaging them. And the aim here to start off with is to see which offer gets the most traction. So let's run through a quick example. Please stay with me. Let's say you message 100 people and you have 5 solutions that you are testing, okay? These 5 solutions you framed as the result, you've been through all of this, you've got these 5 solutions, you're messaging 100 people. Okay, so what you do is you message 20 people with offer 1, 20 people with offer 2, 20 people with offer 3, and so on. So from there, you have messaged 100 people, and for the sake of ease, let's just say you get 50% response rate, okay, which is pretty good, okay? Let's say 8 people responded to offer 1, 4 people responded to offer 2, 7 people responded to offer 3, 4 people responded to offer 4, but then 27 people responded to offer 5. Now please drop a like and a subscribe for that mental maths. 27 people responded to offer 5. So that means that there is a clear indication of where you should move forward, okay? Remember, it's this strategy that will help you remove that stubbornness that cost me tens of thousands of pounds and a year and a half of my life. So please use this strategy. Get your offer to market and then sell it, and then worry about the rest after. So now you've got 27 people who have responded to your service saying, oh yeah, this is something I'm interested in. That's perfect. You could close 3 of them as a beginner, okay? That's 3 clients paying you for a service online, and likely you're going to be earning enough to move to Thailand or Bali or Vietnam, work remote, live in paradise. It's really not that difficult when you break it down into those steps. Obviously, those were slightly inflated numbers with the 50% response rate, but this is how you can use AI to make money in just the next couple of weeks. Now, before you click that link and start looking at all those AI tools and going down that rabbit hole, there's a couple key points I want to talk about before you go. Now, firstly, do not be afraid of putting loads of offers into one niche, because it's so much better to do that than to do one offer in loads of niches. And the reason for this is because the offer that you first put into a niche isn't going to get you to 10k a month. It's not. That's the reality of it, okay? Your first offer is likely to be a bit shaky. It's going to do the minimum, all right? It'll get people there, but it's not going to be brilliant. So what you do is you put another offer in, optimizing off of that first one. And how you do this is you get feedback from clients. You see how your services get results for them, and you just tweak things as you go on. My second point is fairly simple. It's just to remember that AI is not here to replace you. You're watching this video about how to make money with AI, so I'm 99.9% sure that you already know this. But if there's anyone here who's thinking, oh, AI is going to replace me, then you're in this scarcity mindset, and you need to understand that becoming someone who is not only capable but very skilled at AI in many realms, then you will be incredibly valuable in the next 2 to 5 years. I guarantee that. So that was my 4-step process to making money with AI in the next 2 weeks. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like and subscribe. Check the AI tools list, and I will see you soon.